Alright, so here are some stories, and yeah, not been a good week, moment for Haitians, cause right and center, left and center here, they're getting deported from places that they're fleeing, while fleeing from their home country. I mean, we had the thing in Texas where you basically saw something that was reminiscent of slave patrol. Then you guys had many of them got dipped from Bahamas. After that, and now here in good old Jamaica, we are getting the same treatment. So, three Haitians deported, one left behind. One of the four Haitians who coasted ashore Spring Garden, Portland, August 3rd, over the summer, is still resident in Kingston, but his three countrymen have been deported. The Haitian fisherman had reportedly spent more than 10 days drifting at sea. All four pled guilty to the charge of illegal entry, or each fined $5,000 or 15 days in default on September 24th. The Haitians were sent home on a flight this Tuesday, but the fourth was reportedly not allowed to board the aircraft by apparent race security concerns. No police or officer from the Passport Immigration Citizenship Agency was on board the flight. Those reported were I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll try. Aknian Joslin, 34, Willio St. Fleur, 56, and Wild Headwinds, Thelum, 35. The Haitian national who refused entry to flight is Similian Nickinson, 26. He will remain concerned until other flights secured. Meaning, I think they said that this guy might be a flight risk, and they probably detain him on some possible criminal charges or whatever. Or probably could be a case that probably guy has COVID or some disease, some contagious illness. That's why they're saying, nah, we ain't going to be risking our lives. I mean, bear in mind, they don't really care about the lives of those three other Haitian refugees, but they're probably concerned about their health safety. So, and that's probably the reason why he's being detained, because I think they're probably going to see, hey, this guy really have COVID or some other sickness, or he's been part of some criminal charge outside of illegal entry. I feel as those are the reasons why that he wasn't allowed to join his countrymen back home. But this just goes to hammer the point about we in the Caribbean, the diaspora, we need to stop this fleeing bullshit. Is Haiti a hellhole? Unfortunately, due to internal and external forces, yeah, it is not really the ideal place that you'd want to live. Now, how did it get there? And yeah, you can say that colonialism, which is still prevalent to this very moment, can't play a big role in it, but again, that culture of cowardice and unwillingness to make a stand and build where you really lay is what resulted in the Haitians saying that, hey, every man for himself, the first sign of trouble, we're going to just tuck tail and leave the country. And the world, even our Caribbean countries, showing that, no, y'all can stay back at your own home country. I mean, we all have our own problems here. Okay, we'll send you back by plane, boat, whichever reason, submarine, spaceship, or heck yeah, we could just build a pair of synthetic wings for you to fly back home. We don't want you in or on our soil. And I think the Haitians or brothers and sisters are getting that wake-up call. And let me just explain that this is not just the Haitians. This is the whole black diaspora in Jamaica around the world. And yeah, other races and ethnicities do have that every man for yourself mentality. Look what happens with Afghanistan, with the Taliban regaining their foothold. But the thing I try to say is that, yeah, there's going to be a point where, hey, we can't just keep running and fleeing forever, because when these other countries, even some of our fellow countries in Africa, Caribbean side, to drop the welcome mat, what you going to do exactly? Media is damned if you do, damned if you don't, but and again, this is not just for Haitians. We Jamaicans are guilty of the same thing as well. The rest of the Caribbean diaspora are guilty of the same thing as well. That we have to stop with the fleeing thing, because what will happen is that when these other countries, as I've repeatedly said that we don't really have any space to accommodate to go back home, you're going to have to change tactics and say, hey, you know what? Let me go back home, build on something, and yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle. Hell yeah! I'm not going to say that, hey, you go drop back a yard, in Jamaica, and that you can just plant a garden of roses, in like a burnt, desolate soil. It's going to take time for those, because even when you do plant the roses, you're going to have to make sure those roses don't wither and die off, being sprung up from that soil, desolate soil. So to say, that's just my thoughts on this. Wish your brothers well, but I drive this home to say that the running and fleeing tactic is wearing thin right now, and this is the end result of it. So this is for State of Jamaica and the Caribbean. Check out my YouTube page, Miles Gusson Fan, Miles G Productions, with thoughts and Miles. All right.